Okay, abusuaba makwa abashon so ereba POG Media so. Abusuya yambonra eye yensemu. Ameyaw Akumfi the Sky Train scandal case no. Abusuya ono ne lawyers de ensem bi aba betu ja. Momi enready de ode betu ja no. Lawyers of Professor Ameyaw Akumfi file motion to stop criminal case describing it as premature. Seek Supreme Court review. Abusuya wene ensema eye Ameyaw Akumfi ne lawyers no omode aba betu ja na omocha Kevin Tiller aba be break it down ensema ekọ so at see an no file motion o siki eye Supreme Court eye review na Ameyaw Akumfi say since say Attorney General the charges ne be born no ase case no omo pimpia case no so case no ko fast nti no ankasa no onim say case no koko piemu e Supreme Court na okogina adaka ma oni say bia jeli na ye kwa akojeri na ne fa na okoko siki eye Supreme Court review no odru court na ankasa na court na say massa you are under arrest. You are under arrest. Omo pamon omo boni case no etugu ya omo che say wono what this aboni we asanso anya akukudru ba be siki for Supreme Court review. Na okra mpo no ho na ye jeliu. Kevin Tiller ehon sama ba betu ja. Mo yenko na yenko tie ensama Kevin Tiller etu ja. Medawanse.
Suffer off. So King, this criminal, his name is Professor Ameyaw Akumfi. He led the pack to steal from Ghana. Now, the Attorney General of Ghana has arraigned him before court. He is supposed to cough up or shit out the $2 million. At a point, he told us he was so sick that he could not even breathe. We told him to pee before coming to court. He said no, because he drinks a lot of pito. King, do you know pito? It is P-I-T-O. It is made from Ayo. Do you know Ayo? It is called millet. Now, this man is pretending to be sick. He is not. He's a criminal. Look at his face. You might think he's a smart man. No, he's a very dangerous man. Now, the Attorney General today basically put a document together, filed a case against this guy and some other people who were involved in duping Ghanaians. Today, we went to court, Your King, Your Highness, with all due respect. This man and his lawyer, who also looks like, do you know the bird they call Achim police? It is the Achim police. You know the Achim police? The scientific name is round cruelty shit pea. I'd say it's like goat shit. You know how goat shit looks, you know, they look like, you know, some kind of pebbles and stuff. It's called cruel goat shit bed. That's what we call Achim police. His name is Atachia. And then the video he was the asamaba. Yeah, so and all the asamaba yeah, French, yeah, brofo. They also be a kind of brofo actually. And those ideas no. So this guy, his lawyer is called Atachia. Yes, the matching bed. Now, lawyers of Professor Ameyaw Akumfi filed motion to stop criminal case describing it as premature, seek Supreme Court review. Now, Atachia and the lawyers, Professor Ameyaw Akumfi, $2 million or omuwiya omudi, you know. And the Attorney General the Obako Court say Professor Ameyaw Akumfi enyano or the aya charge be abo aya papa we yi aya adansefo ana witnesses are sebio omuna omoba be kan sam na magana for say na ye hobby and papa we bo kro no. And the aya Professor Ameyaw Akumfi papa penyi we ya sebio and the ya twena sedina kojuna court no o say asam no Attorney General ni piapia asam ne ntam do on tene ho ase into okọ court okopa nchiremu. So this guy, this old criminal, is now telling us that he doesn't want the proceedings to go on. In fact, there are some things that he's not clear about. He really needs understanding, breakdown, and clarification. So in the first 2 weeks of this case, he has decided to go to the Supreme Court to ask for a review. A review on what? Now, more PZ, Ningina said, Professor Ameyaw Akumfi and the lawyer Atachia. Atachia obi anim. The first car o use as a Bentley a ochi no onim say Bentley no a chrono Bentley no ochi onim. And professor say the lawyers emphasize Supreme Court asem yetena so nduru bosome ye nyampon to professor ano adansefo a Attorney General afọ mo a omo ba betena dakem aka say ampa 2 million we DB na me wo ho mensa hyase no adansefo no kura nyankasa ye enso eye MPP ni we friend of Mr. Akumfi ne lawyer friend Atachia catch say, and then almost a seminal in the many and a phenomo, omontinho may be a say, into Omoko Supreme Court. Now Supreme Court at church and you may be at Sreomo. So you're gone near my main country of the Omopesomo. Professor Ameyaw Akumfi on him say Ǎřřěst 6 months will be jail. Ǎřřěst we delay case no why you comedies why what slow what last year Professor Ameyaw Akumfi him say what could the 6 months pepepe or beko fiasia ko now the omo yedi nyina a delay tactics sa papa we onim so abokro no or share the witnesses na attorney general align up or baba to ma no na Professor Ameyaw Akumfi lawyer attachia the matching bed omunim say Professor Ameyaw Akumfi yan kan sem ni wie no asem we o hwe se ne etie na ne kan enche kra papa we ni the lawyer omunim say asem we yetena se na ye kan 6 months endi papa we obekwa ko wu fiase enti de ompeso me nyina ne say omo pese omo twe asem na se omo pese omo drag asem no omo pese omo mane ye te say asem no obi tata omo. This is what we call 100% delay tactics. They are just delaying the case. They know the Supreme Court from the Asamo Kono. They don't have any case going to Supreme Court for review. Asam no kra yenyan tenase. Asam no kra yenyan toto omano. Asam no kra mpono omo attorney general achi omo so omo be ya dance for no kra no omo nyan kwa adakem wo so wonte ho ase. De na wonte ho ase. Anka me yan tenase. Me yan start asam no. Me yan start nka na ka se we de me hu ne ye. We de asam be kan no ye bu afa me so. We de iso obi twema fam. Yenyan tenase mpon dwudwa asam no papa we say ai and the Supreme Court up a review. Na me na committee Supreme Court wa anka review ni ndru na me din kan di asam na wie say ko Jimmy ko no a me nka mo Supreme Court wa anka we review no kranka ndru ho. And I just want to tell the Chief Justice, say this is a case Ghanaians we are very interested in. We are very interested in this case. Offer the seriousness and the urgency bia enka sa review we hu. There asem we bedru court Supreme Court no omontena so no mudi sa dey na. I am pleading with the acting Chief Justice. I am pleading with him with all due respect. This matter Ameyaw Akumfi lawyer say premature, describing the case as premature. No, say bedru Supreme Court a review no, they should sit on it the same day and make sure they deal with it the same day. They need to finish everything the same day. With all due respect, I am not instructing the Supreme Court to do the MMP, but I am pleading with the Supreme Court to say, we Ghanaians, we are very, very interested in this matter. And we want this matter to move smoothly and quickly. We don't want to burden the court. Because recently, the judges who were all interviewed, their biggest problem was that there are a lot of backlogs. There are a lot of cases at a good Supreme Court. We don't want the Supreme Court to be piling cases. So with all due respect, with all the urgency, we want the Supreme Court to sit on this case the same day it will come and complete the case the same day. We want the Supreme Court to give this case special attention, special urgency. We want this case to come back to the High Court to deal with it. Because right now, they will try and delay the case. You call Supreme Court for interpretation. You call Supreme Court for review. You call Supreme Court for maintenance. What the Supreme Court needs to do for us, we Ghanaians, we are pleading, is for the Supreme Court to be as quick. The Supreme Court should be as efficient as possible. Anytime a political case are a free court, Attorney General prosecute the Supreme Court. We, with all due respect, we will plead with the Supreme Court to make sure at least 72 hours that case has been dealt with and cleared from the Supreme Court. And I expect this case to go through the same process. What is the word review? Review of what? Or say, motion to stop criminal case, describing it as premature. So they are seeking for review. Me person be busa MPP for review. No doesn't mean say omo court ako cancel and I say almost ako asem no kwasi for. Because the same people, these same fools told us review means cancel. We were in this country, and an MPP for emun kokura, emun kwara, emun mrewa, emun besiwa, emu abeifo. Because of politics, because of power, they told us a review means cancel. So we want to ask, the review that you people are seeking, Is it to cancel the case or is to review the case? Until you people explain what review into mo journalists for be attaching biano. Attaching, you are seeking for review. What do you mean by review? Can you explain review to us? Can you define what review is? Those who will be sitting on radio and TV tomorrow to discuss this matter, you the journalists, when the MPP people come to sit before you, first ask them, can you please define review? Let that MPP communicator, that MPP fool, no, Busan say, please, can you define what review means? We want the understanding of review before we even go into discussing this matter. In the MPP before, we want to know what is review, because Professor Ameyaw Akumfi is going to the Supreme Court to seek review. Now, seeking the court, seeking for review, no, we want to know the reason, the meaning of review. See a catch them. Enti me pamucha ochina anopa. Amo betena TV so. Na mo bobo bom kwasi atai no. Na mo betena propaganda. Amo ba amo say, oh yes, are you an MPP communicator? Yes. We are going to defend MPP. So thank you. We have this story. Professor Ameyaw Akumfi is saying that the case before the High Court, they think that it is premature and that they are going to the Supreme Court to seek review. As an MPP communicator, can you explain or define what review means to us? And first put this question to the communicator, and after that, you go on to the substantive issue. And when I say MPP for Yankwasiafo, Amubakacho say the way Akuffo to review us say any Bawumia to review us no on the communicator not see different. I want to bounce on me and Kwasia on me more. That is where you see say MPP for me Jimmy. Me say ochina more journalists for na morning show no so no mumu say they should give you the meaning of review. Mu wi answer na mabuso mo question way. Sa communicator Rebecca say that is his personal understanding of review. It obey disassociating him every the MPP party nim obe disassociating him with Akuffo, obe disassociating him with Bawumia, obe disassociating him with Kennedy, obe disassociating him with party no, because at that moment we want a party and Kwasiafo party. Tomorrow put them on the spotlight. So tomorrow, put them on the spotlight. Ask them questions. Let them break this down. As someone catch our gun and say, "A year training no, omo communicators ne binye."
Seriously, UK ni Holland ni ade omunim tre friends ni ade enche kra nze na do de friends no but me also do ba friends na se di e kwa
Eurostar.
Eurostar, yes. Yeah.
From London to France.
Me no can see no aka no mo wie yes company so omo ye plane you know train no e bi o South Africa omo ye enche kra ba bedu ubete from Kumasi to Accra you use 1 hour 30 minutes. If I put my truck, Kumasi, I Juma Accra. That is the plan. I have a contract with Masha say manufacture trains near the Babylon. Next year, Kumasi the only flat carbon. These are things I
have already it's now 8 years. She to be a channel. As a tough friend. She to be a channel. The whole phone, the new thing. No tan. Politics no you and fan home. So better throw us Ghana. Obeye. Now the kwasi ati won to me radio. Na yeti asantimem ni etie nkwasi asem. Na impunti oboye. Na Jimmy fo monchene nyankwan, monchene mfa ne nyankwan. Na muku otwen. Na yeku otwen. Na aboa we ni nam ho. Monchi akwa we nku ni mfa ne nyankwan. Na mugu nwure mu se yekoku otwen abewe. Na akwa we oto no. One otwen wana for so won so. At least otwen de onam edukrom. Oria haban na wogya ne nan na eye den eye seat na wo yem no na eno so afifi Jimmy ni we and ni suit said tata frɛ na oti radio so de che asantema muntie MPP na asoma me na ye de Jimmy tie kwasiasam de che Bawumia de nam nsuo so no na Akuffo de nam nsuo ase insuo be na mo de sky train ni fam di aba bedru Kumase na yenya asantiniti Kumase na wagye di na Kwasi Ampeyi weti ase na yeku otwen ya bo twin tuo di ayenkwan na akwa we da won nam Ghana say mekasama MPP onam ho yemfa ne nyenkwan yemfa ne ngufufuo so na Ghana na yetene fa so be na wo so Jimmy for we nurse or national service or national health insurance card na otwen ni national health insurance card akwa we nam wo say medium or national health insurance card ka Bawumia mekona Kevin Taylor taxes no twere di ahwe no John Mahama de Mahama ke saba na saa foto do sika ni bi Kwasi Ampeyi wonya akwa yare ani akotam bi di ahwe no na otwen nam kurom enam wuram ya otwen ni health insurance card na akwa we health insurance card. Now let me read what Professor Ameyaw Akumfi is seeking. Sa review no say open no Oko Supreme Court. Let me read it. Na me nchiro. My team na see me reading chiro. Me reading this here. Almost say he wants the trial paused until a key legal issue is resolved. Person say no trial no be koso. Atachia any lawyer. Almost say a trial na e koso court no. Person ye be koso. Adentira. Person nyoma bi omo helmo kwasiafo. Nyoma bi helmo. Inti sa nyoma no say yan ni anka sa nyoma na mo a omo ma trial ne nkoso. Dan kwasiafo National Health Insurance Card in Ghana. Almost say one. He is questioning whether parts of the law being used against him are unconstitutional, particularly because they might violate the right to a fair trial. Or say, emrano, the Attorney General ejina so, buno, emrano, bunu fono. Sebio or say emrano, the Attorney General ejina so, ejina court, dina asem, or say samrano, or no one say samran and imrem. Or say he is questioning whether parts of the law being used against him are unconstitutional. Or say, Emrana Attorney General ejina sono, or person obuso, or say Emrani bino, asamna ojina nibisono, sa Emrani bino ojina so emu bino, or who say, Sebio, mremu and I say nimrem, or chain, na lawyer no do with you, ojo day. I don't know, unkanche high court judge no, say, Samra we, unko to a court, one can say nyamra. Inti, wenti na yenja asam ne fanto wo na ono onko court Supreme Court na omo nka kanchen say e wo mbrem ana se di mbrem na omo kwasi ansamra ne entwen omo. 2 or say he is asking the Supreme Court to interpret the Constitution to decide whether those parts of the law should apply at all. Or say adikudientia or seeking for that review say or person busa Supreme Court say emrana Attorney General ejina so de abu no fo no samra no anase ojina so edina gina eye court enim no samra no Supreme Court enhwe se samra no eye emra na se enyemra. I say wabodam I say onim nyansa I say Ghana net no sa MPP for we omo ego, the sense of entitlement, the foolishness na ewura roof mu no, they just don't respect anybody. So this is the reason why yenina yenjai ono ofilisa we no antiase enti yenko Supreme Court mra na nkwasiafo we nam Ghana na yeku otwen. Point 3.4. He believed that charges are being rushed and the legal foundation isn't solid. Or see ohun say eye kwedu na ye dia bono no kwedu no Attorney General oye ntem dodo na sa Attorney General oye ntem. So oye ntem and so be mistakes and it goes in your favor. Attorney General, whether he goes slow or he goes fast, it is not your problem. Your problem is that if the Attorney General is trying to bend the law, now if Attorney General decides to go fast or slow, it is up to your legal team to look for the loopholes. So Attorney General go fast, that's all your mistakes, sir. Your legal team should take advantage of Attorney General going too fast for you to, at the end of the day, make your case. And if even the Attorney General is going too fast, it should be in your favor, because then you can expect to say the Attorney General will make mistakes. Then you can actually capitalize on the things the Attorney General will oversee, and the things that will escape the Attorney General. So legal team in Nyansa, they will be happy to say Attorney General is doing things fast or rushing through the case, because the probability say or rush it through case obey a mistake, ama the opponent take advantage of your mistakes is high. So why is your lawyer saying say we should go for interpretation? Because I'm in no court now say oh rush case now I am happy so be rush case because the probability of a mistake, it is high, and when you make a mistake my legal team will take advantage of that mistake. So why are you worried? How the Attorney General will take up the case? How fast or slow? No, it is not your problem. It is the Attorney General's problem. You don't decide the pace Attorney General should go. You don't decide whether Attorney General should go slow or Attorney General should go fast. Your job is to defend yourself. Your job is to wait for the Attorney General to level allegations against you. Your job is to make sure that you make your case. At the end of the judge and the jury sitting there will say, you are not guilty. So whether he goes slow or fast, it is not your problem. Your job here is to look at the evidence and make your case. Look at what Attorney General is providing and then make your case. Make your case to prove to the court to say whether he's Russian or not Russian, you are not guilty of what he's alleging. How can you say, Sadia went to Supreme Court, Bodam? Wait, Jimmy. And this is just all anytime I get to the Supreme Court, with all due respect to the acting Chief Justice, this case should not spend 2 hours in the Supreme Court. They just want to waste our time. They want to just distract the Attorney General. They know that they have committed a crime. They know they will go to jail. Point number 5. If the Supreme Court agrees with him, it could affect how similar cases are handled going forward. In terms say, in terms of kono, omo bompire say Supreme Court ebeji omasem na tum na asem na tuma na yese criminal cases na eba ni nyina no omo nyina betume gina no so e de defend omo kwasea. This is where we are as a nation. Sa asem we, sa de we, an ordinary teacher ni, an ordinary civil servant, and ankenda Attorney General, ekonya asem we tiano, and ankenda ko jina court, anka obia empinimpo se on trust and kwasem so the Supreme Court. Kebe jeli no. Ameyaw Akumfi MP before mo so omo special human beings. Omo say enisa Ghana mrane ni omo di. Enitina na kanofura ta kwa champagne na betina America. Omra na omekire se onya kromfo no so oma. The same thing na Ameyaw Akumfi eye. Anything I make a check Ghana for say, Bonia MPP for abo. In Kwasiadia MPP for ayeno. What is going to happen is say, it's not just going to take 4 years to solve it all. Your nipa be it will take about 40 years because Bronin is Dawson. And John Mahama cannot use just 4 years to make sure all these people are cleared out of the system. Into 4 years, some of you say 4 years now, Bonia, Diabo, and nothing. Hey, Mamika be binjo. What you are seeing today from the Attorney General or hearing from the Attorney General today, and in your mouth, Martino, it is 1% of the damage they have done to you. Uni Bonia MPP Fwedi. Uni Bonia MPP Fwedi. Uni Dieba. Dieba de Samunyan Teshi. What is coming is bigger than what you are seeing. Sky Train, say Nkwara. NH, National Health Insurance, National Service, Nkwara. Edian. Napo bluegrass enkwara unim story ho unim boni ankofo we di. I will say John Mahama for 4 years yeah me say it take 40 years into ankofo we wie MPP for me say 40 years near the house AJ Liomo, and they know in the next 10 years sa ankofo no mu di party na nim nyina ombewu no mu nyina ewu Akuffo Addo abanda that aban mo no te 10 years na Akuffo Addo ewu Fremo Pari no wu, Hakro Usajman no wu, Osafmaf no wu, Kenoforiata no wu. Hey, 10 years na bam to 10 years, almost omudi part we no nyina wu. Inti damage na ebesino, amoni omo boss Akroma, young people, they are the ones going to suffer. Inti, if you know what I know, Ankasanya mo unwa obesre, say Sky Train, almost omo court for review. If you know the things I know, Amanphobia yom will no nam Ghana. Oma yom will we. They know they will end up in jail. They are not coming back home. Amanphobia chrom will no nam Ghana. There are some people in Ghana today. Majority of Omoja Padi nyina na omo ton. Jack. You have no idea.
Okay,
Alright,
Sama Ekoso, our political highway so. $2 million a Sky Train scandal. I know I want some and a Kevin Taylor at the Ebremno. Professor Ameyaw Akumfi and say Supreme Court abo a motion or the Coco PMO or Supreme Court at 12 go to say Hona must say Omo Jelina and ya Asam Ketwa. But I must say Moje Peneko Tisa and some way at my aha a POG Media so Madam say.